What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dan Banks, aka DJ Fine, CEO of JTU. We are Jersey Magazine and Jersey Downs. I'm here with my boy, the Melodiic Geniius himself, Nico. Samaj is in the building from Jersey. My brother's in the building. He got so much stuff going on. We got so much to talk about in such little time because you gotta go check it out. Melodiic Geniius is out on all streaming platforms. It dropped on his birthday in September. I got another Virgo brother with me in the building, so you know I gotta talk to him about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming through, my brother.
Thanks for having me.
I want to talk about Melodiic Geniius first, and then we'll go back, all right? So let's start with like current and back. So Melodiic Geniius dropped on your birthday. When's your birthday?
September 6th.
September 6th, right? So make sure you go always shout my boy every year. You know what I'm saying? Because it repeats.
Every year.
Every year. Same time, same day. Now, tell me how you came up with your album, Melodiic Geniius.
Melodiic Geniius, I came up with that I want to say like 2 years ago. Like that was just something like, it was just like an AKA that it fit me. Like I really took my time with coming with Melodiic Geniius and what it represents. Like literally, like I used to like I said before, like I used to be a rapper, and I knew that it just wasn't something I wanted to do, and I took the route of singing and the melodies, and I realized that if I could do it on a regular R&B beat, let me try and do it on a hip hop beat, or a trap beat. And you know, it started flowing with it. So that's the whole point. Like it was, Melodiic Geniius is basically me saying I can do it all.
You can do it all. Right, he can rap, he can sing, he can do everything.
Anything. Like,
now it's a 9-track EP, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, like every track you're showing those two different sides. Like you're showing the bars, and then you're showing the singing, and then you got the melodic part, which is the harmonizing stuff. So we could tell over time that you've like honed in on your craft and really perfected like your sound. And obviously you're continuing to perfect your sound. Now, what we were talking about before was, let's say 2012, right? Okay. Going through the times of becoming a lyricist and trying to find your way. Tell me about the process of from 2012 to leading up to now, kind of that background history of what you had to go through to develop your sound. I think we gotta talk about how developing our sound sometimes doesn't take overnight, and some people really do have to put in this type of work like over the years. So tell me a little bit about your journey with that.
Well, like I said, like before, I was a rapper, and like it from 2012, I want to say from 12 to 14, it was just, I realized it just was something that I wasn't, not that I wasn't good at, but it was just something I didn't want to go in that lane. Right. So, I always knew that like I was able to sing, like I was able to do melodies. I had the voice. I just had to like actually work on it and perfect it. So, around toward middle of 2014, that's when I started like literally singing. I started actually singing. I started working with melodies, and it fit me perfectly. Right. And that's where that's when Nico Samaj came about. Like my name was totally different. But it was just, I knew I had to reinvent myself as an artist.
And now even with what you said, like reinventing yourself, and then like almost falling back in love with music in a different lane, because you know the rapping lane is different than the singing lane, the R&B. But then they do kind of coincide, you know, in a way, because obviously you can put singing on a rap, and then you can rap on an R&B beat too, however you want to do it. But for you, it was just about like, I have to perfect this sound. This is the way I want to do it, and then finding that passion for the music again. So now, when did you know you could actually like first sing? Because you gotta listen to the album. Like you gotta understand, Melodiic Geniius is out, and check it out. It's out now, so go check it out. But you know, the fact that like of knowing when you could sing and everything. When did you finally like figure out those gifts and those talents?
I was young. I mean, I was definitely doing it like around the house with like my grandmother. She used to sing, so I would do it with her. But as I got older, I want to say like I realized maybe like around 13. Right. That was when like I started actually trying to keep it going and just practicing. So I always knew that I was doing this out, but I wasn't really showing nobody like that's what I was doing. It was just the rapping. But yeah, I'll say like I knew that singing was actually my thing. I would say like around like 13.
Absolutely. What would you say like a message and a goal for yourself would be for your supporters to know in the sense of like your journey?
Honestly, like just don't give up. To be honest, like, you got to keep it going. Like no matter how you feel, no matter like how you feel, or when anybody say like that's what I did, I just kept it going. Right. Like I said, like me reinventing myself. It wasn't for them. It was more so for me because I knew I had to change something in what I was doing with as me being an artist. So yeah, just keep going.
Right.
That's just the best thing I can say.
And with music being an expression and everything, what are some of the things that you find yourself able to like debrief and express on the track? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, like every song that he has a theme. Like we're gonna give you a couple of track names: Copy No Pays, Enchanted, Them Jeans. You know what I'm saying? And then you got this dope
beats.
Definitely. And then you actually have this skit in the beginning. I want you to break down to me that skit was hilarious, was funny. So like, tell me a little bit about that skit, like how you guys put that together.
It was a well, me, Gilly, John, and a few of my other friends. We were honestly at the studio, and I was just like, yo, I didn't want to start it off. I didn't want to start the tape off with like just music. I wanted to like give like a personal side, like how we are. Like, it's not, it's you gotta have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Day, so that was the point of it. And like my man Gilly, shout out to Gilly Beats. Like he's a clown. Like I love this guy.
Yeah.
So like he's John Blazing that. Like that's his thing.
Gilly in the building, trying to get my boy. Yeah.
So like, and I knew like we just knew the direction we wanted to go. Like we wanted to be our normal goofy selves.
Absolutely.
We wanted to be like we didn't want to. It don't have to be all serious. Like
absolutely.
This is something you want to do. Make it fun.
Right.
Always make it fun. Like,
absolutely, that's dope. Right. And now, actually, a lot of the songs that you have on Melodiic Geniius is like revamped music.
Yeah.
So that's what we were saying, like revamping, taking the time to like hone in on your craft. So you have like this, like a lot of archive songs that you kind of just revamped and then put it into like the way it's tuned now.
Yeah, a lot of records. Like that's my thing. Like I'll write a record, I'll record it, but I will not release it quick. Like
right.
If I know it's not ready, I'm gonna just wait. Like a lot of records on that project is like between 2 to 3 years ago.
Jeez. And the way that they sound, you can tell like just the progression and the elevation of the sound.
I knew it wasn't. I knew it didn't sound right. I knew it wasn't right. So I had to just keep redoing it over and over again. Like a lot of those records are like definitely from the archives.
Right. And you have Jersey artists featured on there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, how'd you go through the selecting process? I know it was probably tough because like a lot of those songs can be remixed in certain different ways. But tell me about how you went through the selecting process of having other Jersey artists on there, because that's love.
Yeah, nah. To be honest, like for example, like with Big Chalk, Dot, that's like the Dot, P Dot. That's my big brother. So,
shout out to P.
Yeah, shout out to P. Dot. Like, yeah, that's my big brother. So he like, I showed him the beat, I showed him the record. He was like, okay,
right.
Like, he was like, all right, let's do it.
Definitely.
Man, like it wasn't. It just came like the features and they just came slowly. Like these people, like I work with these people in the studio, so like it's not like, oh, I don't know, I'll let you know. Like they hear it, they like it, we on it. So. And that's really how it was with Dot, Chad, my other homie. Shout out to my boy Mills.
Definitely.
He's another one. But it just came like that's just how I am. Like I just listen. I got a record for you. If you like it, let's do something.
Absolutely, that's dope. Now, how do you come up with the names for your tracks? Like, for example, like the 2 tracks that stood out to me was 2K17 and then 4 a.m. in Rutherford. So tell me about like those are 2 different times. I say that because those are 2 different timelines. 2K17 obviously, and then 4 a.m. in Rutherford. So what was going on in 2K17 that when you had that track?
2K17, it was pretty dark and it was very emotional. So I definitely wanted to like express that. Like I went through a lot. I ain't gonna go to details. I went through a lot. But, it was definitely something I wanted to express on that record, and it just came to me because like the topic and what I was writing and what I was talking about, it all happened.
Just came together.
Yeah, it all happened in that year. So, and like 4 a.m. in Rutherford.
Yeah,
to be honest,
what happened at 4 a.m. bro?
Yo, 4 a.m. in Rutherford. It, like to be honest, like I made when we recorded that record, I was literally in the studio at Rutherford, and we got done with that record at 4 a.m. Like that's honestly where it came from.
That's dope.
But it was just like it was just at the heat of the moment. Like my engineer was like, "Yo, 4 a.m. in Rutherford, that sounds dope." And I was like, "You know what? Yeah."
So these are all life experiences that just laid on the tracks, the names of the tracks, everything to do with just life experiences.
Some of this stuff is like like I can make a record about my whole day,
right?
And I'll name the record something that's happened today. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. That's how I am.
Right. Now you have actually a big singing background, right? Like your family is very involved in music. So with that lane of music, your ear is very different, right? So tell me about like, was there a lot of pressure growing up with that type of a lane? Like everybody being like an artist or some type of a songwriter?
Not
was
really.
there any pressure, or did it kind of inspire you to like push even harder the way that you put it out? Because now he applied pressure with that Melodiic Geniius. Like he definitely applied pressure. So like, tell me about like the background of growing up around music.
It wasn't a lot of pressure. Like my family, like they've always been at some point, and then it stopped. But and I wanted to be at that point and keep it going. So it was just something that I knew that I wanted to do, and when I told them about it, or when they realized it and they saw it, it was like, you know what? All right, let's see what's up.
Definitely.
It's more important. So
that's fine.
And my family gave me the most support. Shout out to y'all, I love y'all to death.
Definitely.
Like so, absolutely.
That's fine. Now, obviously, he ain't gonna tell y'all too much more, but are we expecting any visuals from Melodiic Geniius?
Absolutely.
He's really not gonna tell me a lot.
Nah.
I've been asking you behind the camera too. He's not gonna give you too much, so you gotta stay tuned.
Nah, absolutely. I got a couple ideas. Like we're working on it. I'm definitely in talks with it. Shout out to the homie Chemistry.
Shout out to Chemistry.
Yeah.
KK, yeah.
We in talks with it soon. But yeah, definitely visuals off Melodiic Geniius. Like it's. Y'all gonna hear this tape for a while. Y'all gonna hear this for a while. And it's a lot to come with it.
Absolutely.
I got some things to say.
Okay, so stay tuned. That's what you're saying. Stay tuned.
Definitely. Now
you do have this other side business also. It's called Creative Minds ENT, right? Yeah. So tell me about the passion, or actually the message behind this business.
One of Creative Minds, we actually, I knew I wanted to do something different. I knew I wanted to, give God. Listen, you always gotta have a plan B. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, God forbid if this didn't work out, I wanted to have something to fall back on, and I also wanted to give other artists that don't have that access and to put their music out there.
Right. And outlet, a platform, right?
I want to be able to do that for them. Right. So that was the whole point. As of right now, Creative Minds, we got a lot coming. We got a lot coming. We got a lot coming, but as of right now, it's a promotional page for Instagram where all the artists that's part of our team, we promote them, whatever's dropping, we shout them out. So definitely go follow Creative Minds Entertainment on Instagram.
Definitely.
Yeah. So but we got a lot more coming. Definitely got a lot more coming.
So stay tuned. Like I said, we have the Melodiic Geniius in the building. Make sure you go check out Creative Minds ENT if you want any promotion right now. Make sure you go check them out. My brother, tell them how they can book you, follow you, anything. Let's get it.
Listen, you can hit me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Melodiic Geniius, MELODIIC, Genius, GENIIUS. Creative Minds Entertainment. Creative Minds with 2 I's and both CREATIIVE MIINDZ Entertainment. My email, I'm on Twitter as well. Same thing. You can DM me anything. But I definitely got more content coming soon.
Like I said, stay tuned. Melodiic Geniius is on all streaming platforms. Like I said, Mr. Nico Samaj is in the building.
Most definitely.
We got Jersey. Appreciate you, brother.
Turned Up Entertainment. Entertainment.